Americans are paying on the average $300 more per year to provide electricity to their home. They're paying double at the gas pump since President Obama came into office. We can and we should be energy secure and independent in America, and we could do so at the same time we're creating millions of jobs. We need an all-of-the-above energy policy that says we're going to go after the 3 trillion barrels of oil that we own. We're going to go after the vast volumes of natural gas and oil that we own. We've got enough coal in this country to fuel America's energy needs for generations to come. We should even expand our nuclear footprint. It's the safest, most reliable form of energy on the planet. Even wind and solar energy has a niche market. And if we balance that with regulatory reform, where the regulatory agencies, I believe the American people have an expectation that they would be partners in progress with America's energy businesses and industries so that we can move the ball forward and make America energy independent and secure. Absolutely. The solution to our national debt is to force Washington to live within its means. Stop the out-of-control spending in Washington. We've tried consistently to pass a balanced budget amendment in Washington, but there's not a lot of common sense there, and so we haven't gotten a lot of help. I introduced a piece of legislation called the Pass a Budget Now Act. Both chambers of Congress are expected to pass a budget by April 15th of each year. If they don't pass a budget by April 15th, starting on April 16th, then the members of that chamber should not get paid if they haven't passed a budget. And their salary should not be reimbursed to them once they decide to do their job. It should go toward paying down the national debt. You know, America's families have to balance their budget. America's businesses have to balance their budget. Why shouldn't Washington have to balance its budget? And that's what we need to see happen. You know, the war on terror is not one that's going to end anytime soon. The bad guys have demonstrated completely on September 11th that they could bring the fight here to America. When you're trying to address an ideologically minded enemy like those that are trying to bring America down, we've really only got 3 choices. We can turn tail and run. That's not the American way. Total annihilation. That's not in America's code either. Or we can choose the time and the place of the fight to go root these radical terrorists out where they hide and stop them before they can do more damage here in America. That's why national security is such an important issue to me. Maintaining the #1 military in the world, peace through strength. That's what America has always stood for. Let's take the fight to them rather than waiting for them to bring the fight to us. The President's health care law should be repealed and replaced with common sense, private sector, patient-centered solutions that ensure the high-quality health care that Americans have come to know at a lower cost. You know, the President promised us that this health care law was going to create jobs. It's not creating jobs. 40% of America's businesses are citing the law as the reason why they can't grow and expand their businesses. He said it was going to cut cost. CBO now says it's going to cost $2 trillion more than what the American people said. And he said we'd be able to keep our own doctors. That's not true either, because 1 in 3 health care providers are restricting the number of Medicare patients they can that they will see, because guess what? The President's health care law cut $500 billion out of Medicare to pay for it. We need solutions that'll keep medical decisions between patients and their doctors, not a bunch of unelected bureaucrats in Washington. You know, this is the Obama, Pelosi, Congressman Charlie Wilson economy that we're living in today. It's a stimulus bill that promised to create jobs, and it killed more jobs than it created. It's bailouts. It's deficits. It's budgets with $2 trillion worth of tax increases on the American people. It's big government, big spending policies of this administration. It's a health care law that cut Medicare and put America's seniors in jeopardy of having access to quality medical care. Those are the kinds of things that we need to get turned around, Rob. And in November, Americans in the 6th District along the Ohio River are going to have a clear choice. Do they want real job creation, real quality health care, or do they want to stay with the Obama, Pelosi, Congressman Charlie Wilson economy of today?